Starting on left wing, number 91, Mike Hall. Starting on right defense, number 19, Austin Kukul. Starting on left defense, number 3, Eric Strimpen. Starting in goal, number 31, Lucas Trojanowski. And now for the starting lineup for your SIUE Cougars! Starting on right wing, number 22, Brayden Rowe. Starting in center, number 20, Blake Takmasian. Starting on right wing, number 16, Christian Perry. Starting on right defense, number 8, Kyle Colemer. Starting on left defense, number 27, Chris Wagner. And starting in goal, number 30, Caleb Curry. And now if you would all stand and remove your hats and face the end of the ring for the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, if you would. Roll that. Might want to stand up. Might be a little easier. That's a tough squeeze. Watch yourself. Yep, you got it. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the East Alton Ice Arena. My name is Casey Kitchelinski. Luke Clevenger is on his way over. He had PA duties for the starting lineup and the national anthem. The first of two between the University of Illinois Fighting Illini and your SIUE Cougars. We got Caleb Curry in net for the Cougars. And starting five of Christian Perry, Brayden Rowe up front, and Blake Takmasian. And on defense, we've got Coley Sr. and Chris Wagner. 20 minutes on the board. Let's do this hockey. Cougars win the draw. Perry gains control. Goes to the far boards to Rowe. That pass is a little too hard for him, and U of I now has possession in the SIU zone. The Cougars look to break out. Can't. The Illini can dump it behind Curry. And we've got battle for possession. The Cougars now exit. Here's Perry 2-on-2. Perry defended tightly by the Illini, and he'll have to work to regroup. Here's Cullerbrook back to Perry. Perry looks to get around an Illinois defenseman. He'll take a shot just high of the Illini netminder. And Watson keeps it in for the Cougars. Watson drops it down for Tucker. Tucker can't control, and the Illini will look to break out. But can't as Wagner holds it in. He takes a shot blocked by an Illini defenseman. Watson. Now here's Wagner along the wall. The little chip play to Daly, and he can't quite connect with a shot on net. Here's Watson behind the Illini Tendy. To his right. He cuts in through the slot, takes a shot, save, rebound, and it's in. Tucker gets on the board first for the Cougars.
Well, that's why you crashed the net. I mean, in every single practice every coach should always say, you know, hey, when there's a shot on net, you watch out for rebounds, and that's exactly what Lucas Tucker did. He was there at the right moment, right opportunity, lifted it up over the leg pads, and it's 1-0 Cougars.
Great play there by Watson as he had the puck in the corner. Split a few defensemen, just took the puck in really all alone. Kind of a passive set defense by the Illini, and he did a lot of the handiwork, and Tucker was there to clean up the garbage.
So that's Lucas Tucker's 10th goal of the year as the Cougars win the face-off. They're going to whiff at the line. That's Joe Watson whiffing at the line back after an injury. So puck rolls over. It's going to get covered by our starting goalie this evening, Caleb Curry. He enters 5-2-0. He's played 448 minutes. 3.75 goals against. This is about what you're going to see out of him tonight. And he's rocking a .912 save percentage in the Cougar net. Face-off one is going to get played over behind the net. It's going to get played now up and along the near boards. That's over to number 14, Nick Bartucci. He'll dump it back in, but it's going to get grabbed by the Cougars. It's going to get played forward, pushed forward by Christian Perry, or Kane Hinson, excuse me. And the centering pass ain't going to find anybody, as now the Fighting Illini will move to break the puck out of their own zone. It's going to get poked back in, kept in there by the Cougars. Puck played up along the far boards, poked back in by Kane Hinson. He's going to get grabbed by Mike Powers. Powers turns up and down the corner, but he just can't get away from the pressure. Is now stepping in as Corey Sperry to grab the puck. He's going to try and play it down along the far corner, and it just won't exit. Now it's going to roll into the slot area. Nobody's there. The Fighting Illini will break it out into the neutral zone, but not before it's grabbed swiftly by Chris Wagner. Wagner plays it D to D in the zone as the Cougars look to break it back in, and they've had solid control as we near 3 minutes played so far in this game. Puck will roll out behind the net, looking for a man up at the net, up at the point, excuse me, that's Wagner. Wagner can't corral it. He'll dump it back in, hands up for offsides. It's so the Fighting Illini will take possession of the puck. They're going to dump it forward. It's going to find a stick, ricochet over it. It's going to get picked up by Drew LaRose. LaRose is going to play it back over to Wagner. Wagner grabs the puck, plays it up. It's going to get poked right back in by Dan Castle. Castle keeps it in for the Illini, who try and center a pass, and it's going right into Cougar paws there as it'll get pumped right back out along the far boards, and Illini will try and set something up now at the near point. Walking along is Castle, shot, save on the rebound. Good job there by Curry. The rebound probably shouldn't have happened, though, but he shut it off.
It's a good play there by Curry. His eyes were located on the puck. He didn't have a good handle on that initial rebound. Got a stick on it, but had a tough time controlling it. Had a U of I man right in front of him, but he did well to stick with it. Made a nice secondary save going left to right, and then covering the puck going right to left. So good on Curry.
Face-off one that's going to get played up to Castle. Castle plays it back down the near boards. Oh, watch out. Into the fans it goes. I think that's right in front of us. Kid will go grab it, actually. Yep, right over there. He'll chuck it right back on the ice. Almost took out a ref there, my word.
Good arm there. I think the Cardinals might look to replace Ozuna with the kid in the camo jersey.
You can't do much worse than, maybe if you want to replace an arm, you should be looking at Dexter Fowler's slot.
True. A lot of poor outfield arms out there.
We're in Southern Illinois, but that doesn't mean we aren't St. Louis. We've got to talk about baseball at every opportunity, right?
It's in your blood. Everybody's a Cardinals fan.
It's in the blood. As the puck rolls up along the neutral zone, it's going to get poked away by the Illini. Good defensive play there by Dom Fisher. Fisher pokes it forward. It's going to find the stick of Christian Perry. Perry is going to play it up to Kolberg. Big Phil taps it right out, or I should say Little Phil taps it out. Coley is wearing 44 this evening, and I've just given up and trying to keep track if he's 24 or 44. So if you'll look at the roster, he's under both 24 and 44. He's listed twice on the roster.
Nice. He's a big fan of the fours. I think he finally got a double number that he wanted, and he's going to stick with it hopefully for the rest of the year.
I mean, fingers crossed, because, the amount of time I've had to reorder this roster.
Yeah, I got to think that the numbers correlate with the jersey size, and I think that might be what he's going for.
I do think so. I think because I've noticed that it's usually special jerseys that he wears 24 in. As the Illini dump it into the offensive zone, it's going to ricochet off the back wall, played over to Curry, who will cover it up.
Smart play by Curry. When in doubt, just cover it up. Don't if there's a lack of communication or poor communication between a netminder and the defenseman, you just want to get the whistle and move on from there.
Cougars look to be in control in this young game, and they'll win the face-off. They're going over into the neutral zone. Played forward Over to Daly. Daly is sitting pass, finds Watson, shot. Oh. Chris Watson, or almost had one. Drew Watson, excuse me, almost had one in the opening game. He's back now as a shot is going to go off of Curry, and a man runs into him. Nets off the moorings. 15.5 to go. And we'll reset the net and reset the play over in the far corner.
I think it's going to be plays like that where the Illini are going to have to stick in it. It doesn't look like the possession numbers. If someone's keeping track of Corsi at home, I don't think they're going to favor the Illini tonight, but it looks like it's going to be mistakes made at the SIU blue line or just converting on potential odd man chances that they get. I don't see the possession numbers being high and them working the puck around and scoring that route. Maybe look for a special teams goal from them.
Well, I don't have the Corsi up, but I do have the Fenwick numbers up here, and no, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm too lazy to calculate that. Played up into the neutral zone. It's up back in by the Cougars. Cougars will play it over around to the defender, the Illini defender, Nick Bartucci. Bartucci's got to play it up to Jason Brooks, who will poke it into the neutral zone, fielded by Kane Hinson. Hinson plays it up to Daly, off Daly's stick, and it'll get poked forward over the line by Ben Seambooks, but he will take it back out, dump it in. So we were a little late on the start time, which is not exactly what you want with a, hold on here, Christian Perry up across the blue lines, 2-on-2, poked away, finds his man in Technasian. Technasian loses control of it, man goes down in the slot area, Perry picks it right back up, does a nice little stick handling move over there, finds his man Chris Wagner, fires it across the ice. Cougars maintain possession in the slot area, but there's too many skates, too many sticks in that area. There's the Illini break it out into the neutral zone, up over across the blue line into the offensive zone, covered up by Curry.
Looked like in that short possession time there, and it worked out well for the Illini, but they looked to pressure high a lot, and they had 3 guys up by the blue line trying to pressure on Perry. And in a 60-minute game, Perry's going to create time and space for himself, and if he's going to bring 3 guys with him, that's going to create a bevy of opportunities down low. So look for that line to do well.
Fire off the face-off, and it's going to go wide of the net now as the Cougars try and play it in the neutral zone. They'll do just that. Up over to Chris Wagner. Wagner loses control of it. Gets poked forward, poked back into the neutral zone. Over to Jack Lindstrom. Lindstrom pokes it over to Mike Powers. Powers up and across, shot wide. This is going to deflect off of the off of the pad of Curry. Didn't really have a chance, but it's going to go now up and down the far boards. The Illini looking for a centering pass. Cougars are going to say no, as now it's going to get broken out by Takmasian. Here we go. Christian Perry across the blue line. He has a man to beat. He's going to try a little spinorama move, backhanded shot, and it's going to roll over into the defensive hands. It's going to get poked right back over to Perry in the slot area. Finds a man in the far corner. Centering pass, shot. Hit a save made, as it's going to get poked right back out by Michael Hall. Illini get a whistle for icing. 13-15 left to go in the first period. As I was saying, though, we started a little late. That's not exactly what you want with a 10:45 start, is it?
Yeah, that's you're looking at a 1 o'clock exit time out of here if you're lucky.
I got a 5 a.m. shift at work tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to sleep. Just pound a couple Monster Energies overnight. I can sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, you young bucks can handle that. We used to have 10:45 games religiously. It used to be a 10:45 and 3. The next day back when I played, and it's nice having the 7 o'clock starts, but now we have to deal with this, and it's I don't envy it at all.
You're sitting here going, how did we do this night in and night out?
Yeah.
As the puck gets dumped into the Illini offensive zone. Played over to Chris Wagner. Wagner plays it up, get poked away. Oh, hold on now. Illini try a centering pass, and the puck will get dumped down into the Illini defensive zone. Played now up over to Ivan Bogdanov. Ivan, and I'm going to have to do my best to refrain from quoting Mag TV because it's Y-V-O-N. That's an exceedingly French name, isn't it?
It's very French.
I wonder if he likes.
He's oozing poutine right now.
I wonder if he likes Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Mike and Ike's, he says. All right, centering pass as the Illini try and play it in their offensive zone. They are having trouble breaking it into the right side of the goal line as they have 2 men down deep, and now it's going to get broken out. Here we go, going the other way. That's Cole Ebersol. Ebersol through the legs, a poke, and there's a hands up for tripping. Here comes Caleb Curry off the net. It'll get touched And the Cougars go to the first power play of the evening.
Yeah, good solo effort there by Eversalt. It was a little bit, probably wasn't the breakout that they drew up in the locker room, but he got it done, exited the zone, and created a little bit of an odd man chance and taking it hard to the net. It's one of the things I think a lot of the players don't do enough is just take guys wide and just drive the net. It's easy to, well, not easy, but it's harder. It looks cool to make the move and go around a guy and try and get in all alone, but if you can take the defender wide, he's not going to catch it, and he's going to try and haul you down, and it's going to create power play opportunities for your team.
It's 2 minutes for Kugel for tripping. And, you know, they have some names on here. Let me tell you, as the Cougars win the face-off, they're going to play it up over and towards the near side, towards Kane Henson up at the point. He's going to play it back up to Rowe. Rowe dumps it right back down. It'll find a centering pass, and back up it goes. Puck now in the near boards. Big hit taken there. I think that was Tucker who went down there as the puck will get rolled all the way down. Braden Rowe plays it. Good pressure put on there on the forecheck by number 55, Alex DePulta. So here comes Perry. Perry plays it over across behind the net. Back up to the line. Now back over to Henson. Henson finds Rowe. Rowe steps forward. He's going to play it right back down to Perry. Perry plays it over to Tucker. Tucker looks over to Henson. Henson back over to Perry. Perry to Rowe. He's centered on the blue line. Back up to Henson along the near corner. Shot. Save made. And Trojanowski will cover it up. And the Cougars will try again.
A lot of perimeter passing there by the Cougars, and they'll settle for a shot from the high circle there by, I believe that was Henson. Yeah, I think the Cougars are looking for traffic here on the Illini netminder. Looking at him in warm-ups, I think going high is going to be their best bet. He's going to take away everything low, and he looked to stick to the middle of the net. So if they can pick corners, they'll be in good shape.
So Lucas Trojanowski, we haven't talked about him quite as much as the Cougars try and play it up and down. Hold on now, man goes down, whistle, and there will be a 4-on-4 for 53 seconds, it looks like.
A little bit of open ice here for the. I think this still benefits the Cougars. It's 53 seconds of 4-on-4 here. That's that miscue, the mishandle of the puck, and looks like Coley's going to get called for tripping.
And so 4-on-4 starts as the Illini win the face-off. Fire off the shot off of the face-off. It's going to find a couple sticks, couple legs. As now the Illini try and break it right back in. That's over to Perry's on ice, but he's applying pressure on number 3, Eric Sternpeck. Puck now up to the corner. Shot, and a save made off of the shot by Mike Powers. Caleb Curry.
Watch that puck off the stick right into his breadbasket. No rebound. Gets saved by Curry. Defensive zone draw, but we'll see if they can't break out and start something.
Face-off won by the Illini now, and they're going to step up. That's number 24, Dan Castle. Castle gets it poked away. He'll have to go field it up along the near corner. Pressure put on now by Joe Watson. Puck will roll on over to Chris Wagner. Wagner plays it up the near line. It's going to get grabbed by Christian Perry. He's got a little bit of space. He's finding a little bit more for him. Backhanded shot, and it's saved made by Trojanowski. Good pressure put on there by Corey Sperry.
That's the breakaway speed by Perry and a few other guys by the Cougars that might make this open ice look into their favor here.
Meanwhile, the Cougars are now down a man as the Illinois power play comes to a start. Their penalty kill comes to an end. Centering pass fired, and more of a backhanded pass on goal. Wasn't much, but it got to Curry. Curry plays it now out, and it's going to play up along the near boards. Dump now down over to Ethan McNeely. Neely fires it on. Curry covers it up. Ooh, a little bit of pushing and shoving there. Watch out, Chris Wagner.
Yeah, a little Cougars taking exception to that late slash by the Illini player. They're there protecting their goalie, protecting their space, and want to send a message early that that's not going to be tolerated.
So we talked about Caleb Curry. Let's talk about Lucas Trojanowski. Hey, Lucas, there's a name. 5 games played, 5 games started, He's 2-1 on the season, 130 saves against 16 goals against, as the puck will get dumped all the way down the length of the ice by the Cougars. So he's got 5.3 goals against average, and his save percentage down at .877.
That screams every shot is a good shot if you're in white.
He's not too different. I suspect we'll see Bill Crawford tomorrow night. Bill Crawford starting 5 of their games for the Illini team, who currently sit at 1-7. It's going to get dumped down the length of the ice. I'm not sure if the Cougars realize that they were off the penalty kill, but they'll field the puck. No icing. Oh! Great centering tip there. Joe Watson was right there, but the puck hit him in the skate. He just couldn't corral it.
I think he was surprised at how open he was, and he just couldn't corral the puck on his stick.
You just sit there like, I can't be this open, right? Coming across the line now, that's Corey Sperry. Shooting pass fired. Shot, score! Cougars make it 2-0. And that'll be Joe Watson's redemption tour right here.
There you go. You always want that chance back, and Sperry was able to give it to him. That's a great speed there by Sperry to kind of set that play up and take it down the wing. Great time, pull the defenseman over and give himself a passing lane right to Joe Watson, who's attacking the back post, and that's a layup. Those are the ones you'll take every day and twice on Sundays. So.
His 5th goal of the young season. And I got to figure out who's playing Chelsea Dagger in this barn, and we got to put him into it. Face off won by the Cougars. They're going to push back into their defensive zone. That's grabbed by Kyle Kohleberg. He'll play it up along the near boards over to Trevor Daly. Daly loses control of it, plays it up across the blue line, and there we go. The Cougars will break it out of their defensive zone. Now Daly steps across the blue line. Hold on. Shot save made by Trojanowski.
Cougars applying a little bit more pressure here. They've got the goals going right now. 2 in the first period. We got 8 minutes left here. It looks like they're kind of asserting their dominance right here, and you're going to see a lot of odd man breaks from the early looks of this game.
We're in Pixies at the ice rink now. Is the Illini break it up across their blue line over to the offensive zone. They go. Plays it from Lindstrom. Lindstrom plays it up to the far point. Far point shot. It's going to find the skate of Kyle Kohlberg. Redirected now over to the near boards. Played up. Grabbed by Dan Castle. Castle plays it right back down. Up and down to the point they go. Good work there by Trevor Daly. Gets it out there to Lucas Tucker. Tucker dumps it in. It's going to go off of Trojanowski. Played by the Fighting Illini. They got 4 men in their D zone. And they break it out into the neutral zone. Played forward and stepped away by Michael Hall. As the Illini will regroup in their defensive zone.
Oh, man.
Dumped up in and grabbed there by Kane Henson out of thin air. Up across the blue line. He's looking. He's shooting. It is going to go wide of Trojanowski as the puck will now roll all the way down the length of the ice.
Trying to catch a temperature of this game, and it just looks like as long as the Cougars just play their game, play a simple game, don't have to do anything special, they're going to create their own breaks just off of their technique, just off of their formation, just in playing a simple game. They don't really have to do anything special. Just use their speed, take these guys wide, and if they can connect a couple passes, they're going to be in the zone with an odd man chance, and they'll have the Illini pinned down tonight.
And that's what they're doing so far. You aren't seeing any special plays, right? I mean, they're not playing terribly, but they're not playing a McKendree style game, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot of showboating. You don't need a lot of one-man effort. It's just make the simple plays, and you're going to be in the zone.
And you're seeing it, and it's working so far. 2-0 on the scoreboard as the Cougars play the puck up in their offensive zone along the far corner. Steps around, no hands as number 22, Braden Rowe, goes down. Plays it up to Henson. Oh, and that's a rare mistake by Kane there. You don't often see it come right under his stick like that.
It happens. Broken clock works twice a day, so I mean it happens to everybody.
Fire and a save on by Lucas Trojanowski. It happens to everybody. That's not a mistake worth killing yourself over. No, sir.
Yeah, he'll pick himself up. We got 46 minutes left to play here. He'll factor into the score sheet, I'm sure.
It's just noteworthy in that he seems to play a solid game up on that near point, and he is on the near point. He's on the left D tonight. I know that he played right D for the last weekend up against SLU. He's back on the left D with a little Rose on the right-hand side. Now stepping across the line is Chris Wagner. Wagner looks up and down the near board, finds a man Christian Perry. Perry plays it back up to Wagner. Wagner up along the near boards, up and down. The near board it goes as it's poked forward by Kyle Kohlberg. It'll ricochet up around the boards to the far boards now. Picked up and shut down quickly as Austin Kukl has to give it up. Up, across the line. Centering pass, shot, save made on the backhanded attempt by Strimpak.
I was kind of looking over my notes prior to the game start, and I was going over the stats and seeing, thinking of watching the games and relating them to what I'm seeing on the stat sheet. There's going to be a guy that's going to break out tonight. I think it's going to be number 20, Blake Takmajian. He's had a ton of high-quality chances in previous games. I think he's going to find pay dirt a few times tonight.
We'd love to see Tak. He's a great teammate, good player. And he'll dump it up into the neutral zone. Here go the Fighting Illini. They're setting it up into the neutral zone. Played forward now over to number 93, Valentino Wilson. Wilson pokes it forward. It's going to get grabbed over by Kyle Kohlberg. Kohlberg up into the neutral zone. Poked forward into the neutral zone. Dumped up and down. As the Illini step forward. Hold on now. They have a shot from the slider. A save made on the shot there by Austin Kukl. Kukl tries another starting pass. There's a man with space. Shot. How did they miss that wide open net? And the Illini are going to be kicking themselves for that.
They're not going to get a lot of chances like that, and they got to bury the ones that they get.
Dumped into the neutral zone by Corey Sperry. Excuse me. You were saying?
It's plays like that. It's an unforced error by the Cougars trying to break out of their own zone that gives Illinois a chance to pop one in. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of pressure. It was a missed DDD pass, and here's Illinois with.
Oh, hold on, no chance here. Puck went in there. The whistle was very late. Puck goes in. Illinois makes it 2-1. So the wide open net doesn't score, but that was about as ugly as a goal as you're going to see, but a goal is a goal.
Yep, I'm sure the player, they don't ask how, they ask how many, right? And that's,
right.
Puck got behind Curry. It looked to be a bit of a bouncing puck, maybe hit a couple skates on the way through. Probably hopped up, went over. It looked like it went over his blocker's side and got behind him. There's a flurry of guys in front. It was hard to pick up from here.
Yeah, I know. I don't know who scored that. There are about 4 Illini in the crease area, or at the very least in the low slot. So we'll have that for you as soon as we go down in 4 minutes, and we'll grab the proper stats off the stat sheet. As now a shot is going to be saved over by Curry. Curry has been having himself a solid season. Last time we saw him was a win over the SLU Billikens here at home. Now Curry starts tonight. That means Justin Nasser will probably, I'm not making any guarantees, he'll probably start tomorrow night. You don't want to start your goalies on back-to-back nights like that. Justin Nasser had a decent game at SLU as well. That was at Webster. He carried a shootout into the 12th round, and the one goal he gave ended up being the losing goal for the Cougars. But he had a pretty solid game.
Yeah, it's very rare to see 11 breakaway shots, not and no goals. You gotta ask a little bit more out of your offensive counterparts that'll help you out a little bit there.
Without a doubt, but that was not on your goalie right there.
Yeah.
I think as a goalie, hold on, here is never mind. Joe Watson steps up, gets it poked away, and the Cougars will play it back into the neutral zone. I'm gonna say, as a goalie, anytime a goalie catches heat for a performance like that, I'm ready to drop the gloves myself.
Yeah, you usually in practice you do shootouts at the end. If you run into a streak of 11 consecutive saves, you usually just go get dressed.
On, the man goes down there. As the Cougars play it D to D now, and it'll get broken into the Fighting Illini neutral zone, into the offensive zone. 2-on-1 shot, save made by Curry. You were saying though, man, if you just reel off 11 in a row.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. Even and I'm not comparing the skill level of the ACHA to the NHL, but you very rarely see a shootout go into the 8th round, let alone the 12th round.
Right.
Well, goalless.
Right, exactly. Goalless was the other thing too. To 12 rounds.
That's insane.
And you know, obviously the skill levels are different, but that means the goalie skill level is different too. The goalies in the NHL are unreal, and there's not enough of them to complete, the 31 teams that exist right now. That's how rare they are. So to find if they can't do it, it's incredible that our guys here at this level can do it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if this fourth line can do something here. Get on the board. I'm looking for a big night out of them. TP's got to find the back of the net.
Hands up for icing now, and there goes the whistle. Terrence Pierbot he's been in and around. He's had several times where he looks like he's going to create a chance, but he gets it stopped or he gets a good save put on him, and he's just this close to turning that corner.
He's like a shorter, penalty-free Sperry. He's in every play. He's in everything. He creates a lot of chances for his teammates, and he's just snake bitten. He's a guy that could have, in the 10 to 15 point range. It's just either pucks not falling for him or passes that just aren't connecting on to guys that are in prime scoring opportunities. The work ethic you don't question between both of those players, Sperry and Purvat, and it's what you just want to see their hard work pay off on a score sheet.
Centering pass, now shot save made. This is going to go wide of the net of Trojanowski. Trojanowski.
Looked like he moved the net when he was going side to side.
Net came off. That wasn't an we like to point out the intentional ones here. That I don't think that was an intentional net.
No, I'm pretty sure he lost track of the puck behind that. Looked kind of surprised at that shot. He didn't look very square, and he kind of reacted to it last second, and he just had his foot on the post, knocked it off.
Minute 46 left to go in the first period. Is the Illini win the face-off. They're going to play it up over to Michael Hall. Hall plays it up and down behind the net of Trojanowski. Oh, and a little whiff there off of the stick of Nick Bartucci, and he's going to make up for it by lugging the puck into the neutral zone. Gets it poked away, and the Illini have to exit the zone and re-enter. Bartucci winds up the puck now in the D zone. Into the neutral ice area, back into the D zone. They can't quite find the way they want to break out. Pass going to rocket off of Christian Perry's skate over into the stands, into the visiting stands, and nobody wants to make that long, cold drive from Urbana, Champaign tonight.
No, you're staying home. You're going to catch the stream on YouTube tonight, I think.
Yeah. No, I don't blame them, man. I wouldn't drive up. I love this team. I would not drive up that distance on this cold a night, on a Friday night for a 10:45 game. No.
We've had to do that at their massive barn. That's a speed skating rink, and it's a crazy place to play.
Mm-hmm. Hold on here. Shot wide. Is the Cougars will play it up over to Kane Hinson. Hits it back over. Oh, decent tip there, but it's going to go wide. Almost found a man to poke it right back in. Good hit by Drew LaRose as Henson fields it in the D zone. I haven't been to the Illini rink. Hold on now, 2-on-1 going the other way. Backhanded pass broken up by the Illini, but no. Grab now, centered. Finds a man in Corey Sperry. Sperry tries to redirect it in. Can't find it off of the pass of Bright Simon. This puck goes down the length of the ice with 37 seconds left to go. Yeah, we were talking about the Illini rink, and I haven't been there, but I do love the brick of that building. It's a pretty place.
It looks like if it's all brick. The benches are directly underneath the bleachers, so the fans can dump whatever beverage they have onto you or say whatever they want to you. When you play there, we used to play our Division I team years ago, and they have a cheering section, the Harassing Illini, and they know everything about you, your family, and anything you did. They're pretty much...
Hold on here. Shot wide of the net to end the first period. You're saying, though.
They're a collection of Pierre Maguires just talking crap to you, really. So it's an amazing scene, and their rink is so wide. It's not even a rink. It's a big box that happens to have curved corners. It's crazy.
You know what that's called, though? That's called home ice advantage. If the Cougars had that, we'd love it, right?
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, that's going to conclude the first period. We'll be back with the second period coverage shortly. This is SIUE Cougar Hockey. And we're back. 2-1 the score. Cougars lead. 10-12. Shots on goal favor the Fighting Illini. Now, Casey, we have some air to clear here. I've received complaints from the certain parties that maybe the chirping we did needs to stop, and I'm going to call those parties soft. So, don't make no mistake, Justin Nasser is totally okay with us talking about his silky flow. But the other parties who shall not be named are... Oh, hold on. 2-on-1 here. Shot save made by Curry. Covered up off the rebound. Little stand-up extracurriculars. Anyway, we called certain people's accents fake. And we got told not to do that again. So,
Well,
it's incredibly soft.
I'm sticking with it. It's fake.
You thinking with
Oh,
it's
it's
fake?
completely fake. It's a total job that she's putting on, and it's.
You know, I said,
appreciate it.
I say things like hella, that's tight, that's dope, all the time, but I'm not from California, so that's a fake accent.
I've never skated a day in my life. I'd probably break a leg. If you go and play a game of tag,
Yeah.
and you put your groceries in a bag, and you're not from Minnesota or the Nodak region,
It's
a
fake
fake
accent.
accent.
Thank you. Well, the Cougars play the puck in the defensive zone. 19 minutes to go in the second period. We just figured we'd clear that up. For the record, again, Nos Boss over there was totally cool with us. Because, we dug that flow. That's not a fake flow.
and it's not going to change. Like, we're going to continue talking about it at every opportunity, because it is. I mean, he probably gets a haircut every 3 days.
It's perfectly coiffed.
You got to assume a Gentleman's Cuts Rewards member, probably platinum.
Oh, yeah, I want to see the card for that now.
Yeah, and I'm sure the medicine cabinet has no medicine, and it's all
Hair
juice
It's all
for
hair
sure.
juice, yeah. There's a shot from the near boards. It's going to ricochet off. That's a shot by Alex Tula. Shot, another save by Curry. He's going to close off the 5-hole, cover it up. 18:27 to go.
Tell you what, beginning of the second period, Curry's had to be sharp. It's been all Illini right now, which is surprising to me. It's that first period, even though the shots were in their favor, I think the power play helped them out a little bit, but it's been all Illini right now, and Curry's had to make a few high-quality saves to keep this game at a 2-1 lead.
And so the Cougars breaking into the offensive zone, stretch to keep in from Kane Hinson, but it's going to get whacked wide as now the puck goes up and down the far board, centering over to Chris Wagner. Wagner looks, he's going to play it up and around over to Braden Rowe. Go to Takmajian. Takmajian plays it up to Hinson along the far boards. He's going to poke it forward. He's going to ricochet off Trojanowski, and the puck will roll now into the near boards. Christian Perry up along the far corner. He's going to roll it up to the near point. Shot. Oh, it's going to go off of a skate. Not a great connection. Pick your poison there as the puck now rolls over into the D zone. Picked up by Kane Hinson.
Good play by the Cougar D-man to stand up his man after that muff shot was blocked, and they had the attempt to go the other way. Without him getting a body on that rushing U of I player, it could have been bad news coming down the Curry's way.
So these Fighting Illini will enter with a single win on this season. The Cougars enter with 7-6-0-2 in division in the MACHA, in the MACA. That's 5-1-1. Now a shot off the face-off. Save made by Caleb Curry. So 5-1-1, that's not too bad of a record. I believe ahead of them is Illinois State.
I wonder who all they've played, and if they've played like in Illinois State, and if they are in Iowa State and a Bradley, because I know those, at least Bradley's close proximity. They play them a few times, I think, in and out of the regular season. I think they used to play each other 4 times in regular season.
That Bradley team's no slouch either. They took it to the Cougars at Pink in the Rink night. They've had some talent around them. As puck rolls over towards Chris Wagner. Wagner plays it forward to LaRose. LaRose up to Sperry. Sperry across the blue line. Oh, a good move there. A little dangle move shot. Save made by Trojanowski.
Good play by Sperry to stick with that puck, getting it through the Illini defenseman. Getting in a bit of a sharp angle shot, but every shot's a good shot on this netminder. And you might create a rebound, Might be able to sneak one through him, through an arm. So not a bad play there by Sperry.
As they say in Letterkenny, shots from poor angles are still shots, boys.
Selfish hockey.
Selfish hockey, one of the greatest rants I've ever seen. As the puck rolls up or along the near boards, it'll get grabbed and played forward by Wilson. Wilson can't get off the near boards as he plays it up over to the far boards now. Off a skate, it'll get poked away. Grabbed now by Bogdanov. Pressure put on now as the Illini lose control of the puck and the Cougars try and dump it out. That's going to, no can do as Jack Stinder goes down against the wall. He'll get back up pretty quick. Hands up, there's a penalty, and you knew when Stinder went down there's probably going to be a whistle blown on that play, and the Cougars will go to the PK.
We got involved a little bit in the extracurricular stuff, and it's going to go the Illini way. They're going to get another power play here. This is where they're going to have to. This is where they will take advantage of the Cougars. Is the one downfall I think of the going. We're at the midway point of the season. Cougars find themselves in the box an awful lot, and I think trying to stay out of the late stuff and the late stick work and all that stuff, it'll only help alleviate any of the special teams goals and just help their record out throughout the season.
When you make a stupid play, the only person it helps is the opposing team, and it helps them for a lot longer than that play did. As the Illini play the puck up along the blue line. Finds a man along the far point. Centering pass. Oh, it is right there for Cutler, but he couldn't get it. Puck rolls up now over to Deptula. Deptula plays it down the boards, back up to Deptula. Shot, saved by Curry. Oh, and he dropped the puck, covered it up really quickly. There's a man right there.
Yeah, he's been quick on the pucks. There's been a few of them kind of bouncing around him. If he hasn't been able to control the initial shot, he's been able to pounce on the rebound that's maybe misdirected or right out in front of him. So good on him to be active and keep his eye on the puck.
I'm not sure what this Illinois manager's up to, but he was barking something over there.
Which one? You got two guys in a jumpsuit, or one guy in a suit. Looks like his accountant.
No, we're talking skull cap here.
Okay.
We're talking Took man.
Gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't make out a word he said.
He was barking though.
He's a huge fella. He's been coaching their team for years. Nice guy and very knowledgeable about the game. I just have no idea what he was saying.
Puck rolls. It's covered up. And the puck rolled over to Trojanowski, but nobody touched it. Everybody around that puck was busy fighting with the other people around the puck. And so Trojanowski covers it up. And maybe smart, not just because, it stops not just because you want to feed it to the defense, but it's also kind of smart because there's some hot heads going on in those exchanges, and you shut that down, maybe take away a penalty or two now as the Illini play the puck over behind the net. Up along the far boards, along the far corner, looks up and down is the Cougars. One man on the forecheck. They're forcing the Illini to slowly creep out of their own zone. Pass off a skate now, finds a man in Sternpak.
Yeah, if they can just fill lanes and work to get the puck out of the zone, they'll be fine. Just go high and hard off the glass, and they'll be in good shape. But they still have to do it. It's one thing to say, they still have to do it.
Sure, that's now over to Bogdanov. Bogdanov can't find a man, so he sends it over to Sternpak. Sternpak, shot saved made by Curry off the rebound. Shot scores! Illinois ties it up. The Fighting Illini tie it at 2.
Unfortunately, this play is going to stem from a missed clear from the stick of TP right there. He had a lot of time in the high slot to get the puck 15 feet out of the zone. He went with a backhand. He could have settled the puck on wide. Had plenty of time and space to do whatever he wanted with it, and took a quick whack. Illinois was able to keep it in, and that's how that scoring chance came about. So they just got to take care of the puck. Again, it's a simple thing. So they go high and hard off the glass. You're out of the zone. We don't have that scoring opportunity, and it's not a 2-2 game.
Hey, and what we say earlier is that when you take a non-compete penalty, when you take a hot-headed penalty, a poorly advised penalty, it only helps the other team, and that's exactly what it was, a power play goal for the Illini. Hold on, centering pass. Oh, it is very nearly 3-1 there. Centering pass to the Cougars, shot from the line. That's a goal for Jason Brooks, 3-2. Fighting Illini step up, take a slapper from the blue line, and just like that, the game changes.
It's a quick momentum swing here for the Illini. They've had all of the pressure here in the first 6 minutes, throwing everything at the net. I gotta say that the shots are 11-3 right now in the period, and the Cougars need to regroup here.
And so a timeout here by the SIUE bench as we 14-10 left to go in the second period.
The Cougar coaching staff can't be happy with the opening effort here with their troops here.
No, and you know when you open with that kind of low energy, it's one thing to open up, you know, with a 2-goal lead or a 3-goal lead. This is a 1-goal game.
Yeah,
it's
a
as
tight
tight
game.
as they come.
It's a tight game, and you're letting a team that I think talent-wise you're leaps and bounds ahead of stay in the game. Not only stay in the game, but now they have a 1-goal lead, and it's really you just take. I mean, again, you don't have to do anything special. Just take care of what you need to do. Just play a fundamental game. It doesn't have to be a superhuman effort to get into their zone, as we saw in the first period. Half of the chances that the Cougars had were just skating. You just play it straight up, and you're going to have 2-on-1s. You're going to create breakdowns by just imposing your will on the other team. They just need to get back to playing their game, and they'll be fine. It's a 1-goal game. It's the ACHA, so we're going to have plenty of goals scored here. I don't see this game ending 3-2.
No way. Not with 14 minutes left to go in the second as the Cougars play it up along the far boards. They're going to try a centering pass, poke forward by nobody. As a Illini whiff on it, they'll now dump it into the neutral zone. Plays up to Simon. Simon dumps it in. Puck rolls over behind Trojanowski up to McNeely. McNeely plays it up the board. Steps forward at the blue line. Hold on, here's a shot. Save made by Trojanowski.
Trojanowski does well there to come out and be aggressive to attack the shooter there. He's at the top of his crease. Skates completely in the white paint. Presents a bigger target to the shooter and takes away the corner. So it's good on him to come out and challenge Henson on where he was pretty much had the goaltender dead to rights there.
Face off one inside the Illini. Play it up along the neutral zone. To the offensive zone, that's Michael Hall. Hall has 2 Cougars put on him, and he'll get dispossessed rather quickly. Does an admirable job keeping with it as the puck flies out. 13:20 to go in the second period.
I feel like the last game we saw more pucks enter the Cougar bench than I've ever seen in my life, and we've had 3 pucks come over the glass at least near us in a period and a half.
It is insane to me because I think a puck came over the glass towards us maybe twice last year, maybe. And this year, last year the theme was putting machine gun-like holes into the roof.
You're right.
We don't have a single hole in the roof here. And now all of a sudden, pucks are just coming out. I think that the pucks have a magnet in it, and the ice has a magnet in it, and they're just repelling each other at this point.
Larry's got some kind of magic going on right now to keep the pucks from sticking into the roof.
It's incredible how much lighter it is with the silver roof now, because it used to be just a flat tan, but it's so much brighter in here.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a cave, and it's been one of the knocks on this rink. It's very well run. It's very clean. One of the knocks against it is the lighting, and now that they have an all LED light
system
going on, and the silver reflective roof up top, it helps out immensely.
Poke forward into the neutral zone as the Cougars will dump it right back in. The Cougars have just been battling the Illini, and neither team really accomplishing much for what seems like the last whole minute of game time now as the teams continue to do battle behind the net of Caleb Curry. It's going to get played up along the far boards, and a little scrum breaks out. It's like you're watching a rugby game at this point as the Illini step it over across the blue line, tries a centering pass, can't find the man of Cutler. So the puck rolls into the near boards. A little scrum on that, and now going the other way is Joe Watson. Watson up across the blue line. Finds a man, now back to Watson, and the puck will get poked away into the neutral zone. Dumped in by Kolebert. Kolebert plays it Up and around, grabbed there by Austin Kukol. Oh, and a bad play there by Philip Kolobert, who lets the puck roll into the neutral zone up across the offensive zone, and the Illini get called for offside. That was number 17, Camden Cutler, who was down on the ice. It's not like he could have got up and it's not like he could have got up and got onside on time.
Yeah, that's a play that Coley Jr. is going to want to have back. It's right to him. Not a lot of pressure, and he just lost. It's like he lost track of the puck. Keep that one in, you have another scoring opportunity. It goes through your legs, and unfortunately they were offsides. But it's again, simple plays that are creating chances for the opposing team.
And so here come the Cougars over. Kane hits it at this point. Oh, and a shot wide there. Beautiful slap shot from this angle. It looked just to hold in place as the Cougars play it up and around the far corner. Tries a centering pass, no can do, as now the Illini are going to step forward to it. That'll be number 17, Camden Cutler, moving up. Puck gets played over, and just like we said, puck comes right out of play.
Now the clock has struck midnight. I think Cinderella's shoes are off. I'm going to say the Cougars are going to have a bit of a turning point right here and come back with some goals.
The witching hour, as it is, with 11:02 to go here. So, I mean, we're not going to be out of here before, what, 1 a.m., I would say? And this is why I don't blame the Illini fans for not making this drive. You're looking at, what, a 4 a.m. arrival time if you're driving?
Yeah, it's tough.
Driving down, or you buy a hotel room.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Hold on.
it's going to happen.
Step up shot by Rowe off a Illini leg pad here as the puck rolls up along the far boards. Oh, a centering pass, can't find Rowe, or rather it found it. It's just too hard, bounced right off his stick. Is the Illini now play it D to D over in their own defensive zone. They're going to step up into the neutral zone, finds a man, but hold on, it's Kane Hinson up across the blue line, finds a man, attack Nation gets bumped off the puck. He's going to stay with it though, he's going to push it forward. Kane Hinson finds it in the far corner. Backhanded pass, not to a man in particular, but it'll get grabbed by Christian Perry, who finds a man, attack Nation shot off a stick and out of play. 10-11 to go in the second period.
That odd man chance, you got to look toward the guys in prime scoring locations, and you got to put the puck on their stick right there, and it's a one-time tap in right there. Either way they go, with Perry on the other side, I don't question who he passes to. It's just that the passing has got to be better. It's just got to be accurate.
Face off one, and the Illini will poke it all the way down. Played now up by Sperry. Sperry finds his man over to Marshall. Marshall is bumped off the puck, but he's going to retain with it for just a little bit. It'll get guided over to the Illini. Illini now in the neutral zone. Hold on, here's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Lays down for the shot, and a save made by Caleb Curry off the shot by Ben Sambikos. Sambikos kept the puck the whole way. Took a shot right into the chest of Curry. Hold on now, here's a shot, save made by Bryce. Save made off the shot by Bryce Simon from Lucas Strojanowski.
A lot of the Cougar shots there's not a lot of they're straight on. You got shots coming down from odd angles, and there's not a lot of deception or miscommunication that the shooters can send to the goaltender. They're just kind of coming in. It's almost like drill shots. They're coming in through a lane, taking a shot. Coming in through a lane, taking a shot. Those are easy reads for the goaltender, and he can move accordingly and make an easy save. So they can get him moving, maybe throw a deke in there, or just get him to open up a little bit. I think that'll play to the Cougars' favor.
Reach more for the sides of the net here. Both teams seem to be firing it right into the chest protector of the goalie now as Ebersol tries to step across the blue line. It's going to be poked away. Going the other way here, here's Ciambicos. Ciambicos gets it poked away. Good stop there. Looks like it was Chris Wagner on the play. Illini step up. Played over to Ciambicos. Heads up. There's a big whistle. Not sure what that was for.
It looked like the old hand-to-mouth whistle instead of a icing whistle.
His hands up for offsides. No. Played all the way down. Dumped in. Cougars get a line change out. Get some fresh legs. And they're going to immediately step up on the blue line here. Plays it forward. Hold on. Here's Chris Wagner. Wagner with a backhanded shot. And it's just going to lazily roll into the Illini hand, who will play it down over to their man in Austin Kukul. Kukul takes a hit, but keeps on trucking as he finds a man in center ice over to Michael Hall. Hall back to Kukul, and they'll lose control of it off a skate. Played forward now, and the Cougars will play it once again in the defensive zone. Here's Kane Henson. Name that you might be sick of hearing at this point. He's in every play the Cougars made just all over this season. Joe Watson finds his space, shoots wide. 7:55 to go. Here's now the puck rolls into the neutral zone. It'll get passed over. Oh, stick goes flying off of Kyle Kohlerberg. No penalty, though. That was a pretty clean play. The guy just couldn't hold on to his stick there.
Yeah, he's protecting his puck, and he really just was a pillar of strength, and 16 just lost it.
That was a theatrical stick flying halfway across the ice. As now the puck will get played up along the near boards. Played up and down. Here's Kane Henson. Henson is going to play it up along the far boards. He's going to try and break it out. He'll do no. Say the Illini stepping forward is Schweiger. Schweiger now has control of it, and he's going to play it back up along the near boards. Schweiger, a backhanded pass. That'll be fielded by Henson. Henson turns around. He's going to play it over to Watson. Watson behind the net of Curry, and the Illini the Cougars are having trouble breaking out of the Illini zone here.
Yeah, it's a lot of pucks bouncing over their sticks, a lot of lazy plays trying to exit the zone. That's got to have a little mustard on these passes, going high and hard off the glass. That's your first priority, trying to get out of the defensive zone if you don't have anybody to pass to.
So here goes Watson across, and that'll be offside. That was a clear play there, clearly offside for Trevor Daly over along the far blue line.
Get an offside. Maybe that's a time that the Cougars can kind of reset, take a deep breath. We've got 6:44 left here in a second, and they can maybe create a scoring opportunity here.
Face off won by the Cougars. It'll get dumped in over to Christian Perry along the far boards. Poke forward and out of play. You know who didn't flinch right there? Nasser and his beautiful cloth. He could have got a puck landed in his hair, and that would have been more disastrous than, if it hit him in the face even.
And you got to think, with the amount of product that's in his hair right now, he probably has better rebound control than using his gloves. So it's almost like a helmet.
I'd say it's more protective than his mask. It's a save made by Curry here off of a shot as the Illini entered the zone. 6:28 to go. So I think it's time for our Flow of the Game award here, and I don't know how we award this to Nasser, or there are two women standing on the Illinois bench, and I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I think they need helmets for one. I question the amount of conditioner they throw in there, but hey, that's just me.
I would think that this applies to players and coaches.
Yeah, I don't see trainers being an option here.
Is the Illini play it up and down the Cougars play it up and down the far boards. Hold on, here's Christian Perry with a little bit of space in the slide area, backhanded shot, save made by Trojanowski.
Created his own time and space there, was able to wheel in. He just fanned on the backhand. Looked like he had room up top. I don't think we have him down on the score sheet yet, but I've got a good feeling that's going to change.
So there's quite a few players on the Illini. The Illini come in similar to the Cougars in that they're pretty top-heavy on their lines, and that as you go down, it's not exactly 4 lines deep, but the top line does the primary bulk of the scoring here as the Illini step into the neutral zone. Up across into the offensive zone, dumped in, played by Curry. I think I counted about 4 or 5 guys who have been off of every score sheet so far this year. Penalties, goals, assists, points, everything. And they're, of course, filed in on the lower lines. Lead scorer, though, is Mike Powers, number 16. He's got 10 points on the year in 8 games. That comes from 6 goals, 4 assists. He's also got 10 penalty infraction minutes.
Yeah, that's where that depth should kick in for the Cougars too. If the big guys aren't able to do it, and you can't expect them to do it every game, that's where they need to come in and pop some goals in. Give them a break, and that always gets the team going. You see the third and fourth lines especially popping in goals. That gets the struggling lines going. It's like, hey, these guys are doing it. Why can't we? So
Speaking of depth here, I made note of there's quite a few seniors on here. I counted on this Illini roster. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seniors. That's about half the roster are seniors this year. So it'll be interesting to see next year how this team develops. There's only one junior on the team, so it'll be a very young, very fresh team. They're going to need to find a lot of new legs out here to field a complete roster.
It looks like Cougars are going to have a power play here on a slash by the Illini. And yeah, I agree with you. That's a tough loss. I know the Cougars went through a lot of top-heavy seniors that graduated last year with Bond, Pellegrino, Nick Edwards, to name a few. And that's a lot of points off the board, and that's a whole line that is not with the Cougars this season, and that changes everything.
A very solid line. Andrew Bond, one of the highest scoring Cougars of all time.
Yeah, he was to have Bond and Perry playing the same team and on different lines was just a threat. It was a threat every night because you can defend one line. If you have a checking line, you can defend one line, try and shut them down. But then now you have to pick your poison. Who's going to beat me, Bond or Perry, or the Bond line or the Perry line? Because that's just how much offense they had last year.
Well, one thing I've noticed is the refs fix the ice, and we'll get started here again. Is a lot of these Illini players come from the Chicago area. Perhaps not a surprise for those of you who know the demographics of U of I. There is very few better pipelines to have than the general Chicago area in the Midwest here. That is there's no depth, no lack of talent in that general area as the pucks get played up and down along the blue line here. Rowe finds a man and hits him with a shot, and it's going to go wide.
The amount of high school hockey that's up there, and the amount of availability of the rinks and junior programs that are there.
Hold on here, shot by Perry is going to go off the glove. Anyways, you're saying as the puck gets dumped out.
There's more opportunities to advance your game up there than I'd say down here. There's more than just in ice time alone.
Yeah, there's a lot of sheets there, and that's not a knock on this area. This area is,
and it's growing.
This area is booming down here, but it's like growing up in Chicago compared to growing up in Toronto is about what it's like, here to there.
For sure.
St. Louis to Chicago. It's a different realm.
Yeah.
So there's no shortage of talent there. So I have no doubt that there are, 10 young freshmen, maybe even more, who would love to play on this Illinois squad.
Yep. Yeah, there's plenty to pick from up there, whereas down here you've got one Missouri League, and one Illinois high school league, and some local travel teams, but that's really about it. Chicago High School League consists of about 60 teams, and there's multiple levels just with the amount of the sizes, similar to how football is down here.
As Rowe plays it up to Perry. Perry steps up along the blue line. He's playing up the near point. He looks for a man, and he finds Rowe down along the near board. Centering pass. Oh, that was Perry who cycled through, and he's going to let the puck off the stick over into the neutral zone, and the Illini clear it over to Perry. Perry tries a home run pass there to Watson. Can't find a man. 3:32 to go in the second period. I didn't think it would stay at 3-2 this time at all. Is the Cougars? Oh, hold on here. Curry steps out to play the puck over on the far circle. He got to pass 2 Illini defenders. That's dangerous. As Watson fires off a shot, it'll ricochet over along the far board, or along the near boards. Excuse me. It'll be get played up, down by Joe Watson. Finds a man. Chris Wagner plays it forward. Plays it now back over to Christian Perry. Perry loses control of it. Now as the Illini dump it out, we're back to even strength here. There's Takmazian.
Oh, too many men.
Plays it forward.
Hit the changing forward.
Yeah, there were 6 men on the ice right there for a hot second. The puck was right near that board. Is now stepping across as Corey Sperry. Perry centering pass. It was right there. And it's going to find Chris Wagner at the blue line. Oh, and a great diving stop there by Jack Stender.
Looks like this Illinois team's starting to come together a little bit. Every man, they realize they got a lead on a team that's well ahead of them in the standings, and they're willing to give up their bodies to prevent those point shots from getting through.
They smell blood, that's for sure.
For sure.
As the puck rolls over, and now along the far board, Siri pass. Oh, here we go now over to number 89. That's Max Abramov. Abramov shot wide. Is now the puck finds its way over to the far point, into the Cougar hands, into the neutral zone. A minute 55 left to go in the second period. It'll get dumped in, grabbed by Kyle Kolebert. Kolebert plays it over to Ebersalt. Ebersalt applies pressure behind the net as the Illini now getting control of the puck, lose control of the puck over along the near boards. Back up to the point, shot by Philip Kolebert. And it'll go wide. It didn't have a lot of velocity. I don't think it was screened all that much either, so probably not a hard save, but it didn't hit the net either way.
Yeah, that dipped a little bit of a knuckle puck right there. I'm sure Keenan Thompson is viewing right now from Mighty Ducks 2 fame. Pretty proud of that shot.
Me too. He is basically, I think he went straight from Mighty Ducks 2 straight to SNL and has never left since.
It seems like it.
He has been on there for longer than I've been alive, it seems like.
Yeah, there's always like Tim Meadows was always on, and he was there for like 20 years, and then like it seems like as soon as he left, Keenan Thompson's been there forever.
Here's a shot. Now it's going to roll over and be covered up by Lucas Trojanowski. You know, I'm not complaining though. Keenan Thompson is my most consistently loved cast member at this point. Like every time he's on, he's pretty solid. I think it's a fact at SNL that you like who you grew up with, but back when you could get Bill Hader on and Andy Samberg on pretty regularly. Oh, hold on, off the face-off, poke forward. Now it's going to roll up along the far point. Oh, hands up for offsides. It's now the Illini break it over across the blue line. Looking to get one last push in, centering pass. Oh, and there was nobody there. Not a single blue jersey in sight. Puck played over across behind the net of Curry as the Illini try another searing pass from the wing there, and it'll get poked back behind the net. Lots of sticks, lots of sloppiness going on there. Shot save made by Curry. I thought that might have been another dump behind the net.
Yeah, it was shot thrown on. Curry does well to get the glove on it. There is a mass of bodies around both in front and behind. Looks like the puck was just kind of kicking around a little bit everywhere. So, yeah, good for him to cover that up, get a draw. 16.1 left here. See if they can get one last rush down and tie this up.
13 seconds left to go. 12, 11, 10. As the puck rolls down for icing, and we're going to get one last stoppage in the second period. And, you know, I would say that this last couple minutes has dragged on, but honestly, after the last game against SLU, we can't complain for the rest of the season.
Yeah, this definitely feels like an abridged version of a hockey game compared to that SLU debacle that we were a part of. That lasted entirely too long. It made hockey not fun.
And that is a huge statement as Kane Hinson tries to clear it out off the boards. It will. Is 0-0. Hit the clock, 3-2. The score, the Fighting Illini lead. At the end of the second period, stay tuned for the third period. This score will not hold. We're calling it now. Here it's this SIUE Cougar Hockey. Well, it's time for the Cougars to ride the Lightning into the third period. 3-2 the score, favoring Illinois Fighting Illini. Cougars looking to tie this game up. They need one more, and we said that the knock on wood, this score probably won't hold. Both these goalies have looked beatable tonight. Neither of them putting up just what I would consider absolute stonewall performances. And both teams getting plenty of looks here.
Yeah, it's going to be a preparation and how are they going to be able to react to a 10:45 game. Who still has the energy right now at 12:34 in the a.m. On now Saturday morning?
I have to be up at 3 a.m. to go to work tomorrow. And thankfully, coaches Nick Edwards, Taylor Emmerich, they're nice guys. They told me that they'll have the boys come and tear down tonight. But I am not looking forward to this. Hold on, Joe Watson steps up right into the goal. Save made by Trojanowski.
There's Watson kind of doing what we were talking about earlier. Just take it wide. You don't even have to make a move. Just go wide, go around the Illini defense, and you're going to have a shot on net. And he did just that.
19:10 to go here in the third period. 27-19. And here, you know, the Cougars have had points where they've looked dominant. They've had points where they've been on their heels. But you look at the shots on goal difference right now, and I think it really bears out the tone of the game, which is that Illinois, they've capitalized on these Cougar shots a lot, because the shots on goal and the shots on goal and the time of possession to me don't match up. Illinois capitalized on mistakes. They've come down. They've shot the puck quickly. Cougars seem to be doing a lot more cycling as the puck rolls over to Curry. I feel like the Cougars, this is a story that's been done a million times so far this season. The Cougars get outshot, but they don't seem to be outplayed on their end of the ice.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think there's a sharpness to their game right now. Well, I guess lack of sharpness, non-connecting on passes. They've had plenty of opportunities, but they can't connect one pass to another to get a shot off. Hopefully, we can get one here.
Well, hold on here. Shot from Christian Perry off of Trojanowski, and the puck will roll into the slot area, and it's going to get played out by the.
We've had plenty of odd man chances that two passes can't connect. So I mean, it's zone chance. It's an opportunity, but it's not when that gets to the net.
Oh, hold on. Hands up. Whistle dead. Philip Kolberg going to the box.
Got a hook.
Now, the last time Philip Kolberg went to the box, there was a goal that resulted because of it. It tied the game at 2. So the Cougars hope to do a little better on this PK.
Yeah, a kill here is definitely huge. There's nothing saying, especially with their personnel on the ice, they can't counter with a shorty. So, yeah, there's, again, plenty of time left. This isn't a Goliath team. If they've got an opportunity, I think they got to take it and try not this game up to 3.
Face off one by the Illini, shot wide, and it's going to be covered up by Curry.
Good stop there by Curry. The shot was really a look to a guy right on top of the crease and looked like he got a stick on it, and Curry was there to smother the shot and cover it up for the draw.
I'd like to thank those of you commenting over in there. Hold on, face off one by the Illini. I think those of you commenting on it, you guys always nice to get a talk to you. Oh! And a knuckle puck goes off of a stick over the pad of Curry, and it's 4-2 Illini. And just like that, the Cougars have a big hole to climb out of now.
Yeah, that's a tough break. That's a shot low that Curry was tracking to the high part of his pad or to his glove that ends up hitting a stick, and it drastically changed the speed. Popped over his glove and went in. Tell you what, U of I has definitely taken advantage of the special teams that they've been awarded with 2 power play goals tonight.
I'm not sure who got that tip, but we will see. We'll have that updated for you later on tonight. Anyway, though, face-off one by the Illinois Fighting Illini. I was about to thank all of you guys for dropping in. It's always nice chatting with you. Always nice to hear what you guys have to say. Considering pass. Hold on here. Shot by the Cougars. Goal! It's a 1-goal game again.
Peribhat with a quick counter. Great play by the 4th line of Paris. Peribhat. And I'm missing one. Ebersol. looks to be out there. Great play. Paris going wide and finding Terrence streaking down the slot, and Terrence right there to put it on a stick and find Pater. That's a lot of hard work. That's going to pick the boys up off the bench here. A little wake-up call that, hey, we're not dead.
They're partying over there down on the bench. There's a loud celebration. You know, Big T got a goal, and that's always good to see. I mean, he fights for him. I think his fatal flaw thus far this season has been being maybe a little stronger on the puck, and he's coming into his game though. He's got another possession here. Oh! Stayed strong on the puck there, just couldn't get the shot off in time with the way that the defender positioned himself and developed there. And it's now going the other way. Hold on, here's the Illini. It's a 2-on-1. It's who man you want there. Kane Hinson back on the D. Shot, save made by Curry on a weak wrister.
Now we're going to see a little bit of fire wagon hockey. It's been odd man chances back and forth. Cougars capitalizing on the last one, and a little 2-on-1 that was kind of flubbed in on Curry, and he made a nice save there. At least didn't allow a rebound. If it does go this way, I like the Cougars. If they're going to trade odd man chances, I don't think that's a game that Illinois wants to play. They need to play more of a possession game. They need to weigh clock. If they're going to give up the stretch pass, that's going to bode well for SIU.
As Lucas Tucker misplays it, enters the zone offside.
Couldn't quite catch that cleanly.
Nope. 30-21 shots on goal in favor of the Illini, but you can sense there's a fire in the Cougars now. And that's great because they had that fire extinguished, not a minute before that goal.
Yeah, you're down 2. It's kind of a demoralizing thing, especially this early in the period. I'm sure there was a lot of talk in the locker room about having to step up their game, and their compete level just got to step it up. And then for them to pop one in early on the special teams, it's a killer.
It's a centering pass attempted by the Illini. Is going to be backhanded over and now played forward over to Joe Watson. Watson steps across. He's strong on the puck. He tries to center it up. Shot! Backhanded shot! Scores!
Oh,
And it's
hey.
Kyle Kolibert there.
There again, Watson. Watson's done this twice this period. Just going wide, nothing fancy. Just use the jets. Use the wheels, take it wide, throw it into the goalie's pads. He didn't have much of a shot, but he gave the goalie something he couldn't handle. And the Cougars were right there to pounce on the slot. And it was a gaping net.
It was wide open. It came off the left-hand pad of Lucas Trojanowski. I mean, in all respect to Trojanowski, that puck just found a man in the low slot area who had time to backhand it. Defense name needs to be a little tighter, clear that out a little more effective. It's 4-4, all tied up. Back where we started here as the Cougars played around in their offensive zone.
Yeah, it's at least the 4th time I've seen just a guy taking a Sunday skate around the Illinois defense.
Hold on, step up here, shot. Oh, it's off of a stick right over the net. I thought they had a chance. Puck rolls around now over into the near boards. Plays it up to Philip Kolibert. Philip Kolibert with a shot. Oh, a beautiful deflection. Goalie's down. He's sprawling around trying to get back on his knees. He'll do that as the puck exits the zone. A good job by the Illini. They're in a tight situation. You get it out, you get it away from your goalie, because every once in a while you end up, you maybe have to stack the pads. It's hard to get back up.
Yeah, it looked like Free Willy threw the beached whale down there. He had a tough time getting up, and they just couldn't take advantage of popping the puck in over the top of the flailing netminder.
I mean, in all due respect, we've all been there.
Yeah.
You position yourself slightly wrong here. Hold on, Christian Perry finds a little bit of space. He's going to pass it up, and a shot. Oh, it's going to find a couple skates there, and it'll get cleared out by the Illini, or at least they'll try to, and there they will. Now we've all been there. You make a couple, you make a diving save one way, and you ever been, you feel like that kid in A Christmas Story who just puts on too many coats, and you're just like rolling around.
You just can't, you can't move. It's tough sledding in the gear, and a lot of the stuff now they're meant to rotate on your legs, and when you're in a kind of a compromised position, it's tough to recover from that.
Hands up, no icing now as the Illini play it. There's a centering pass, finds Curry, and he's going to cover it up. He does a 180 there. I believe that's worth about 100 points in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. That's a sick trick.
What was that, a Japan Air?
I'd say it's a 180. I'd almost call it a hard flip, though.
You gotta wonder how they come up with the names for their tricks.
Well, it's actually because I do have a background. I skateboarded a bit as a kid. Whoever does the trick first gets to name it.
Whatever
yeah.
they want.
I think one of the exceptions was the impossible, because it was so hard to do. Like, everybody theoretically knew that you could flip a board that way, but it was just impossible to pull off. So it was named before you did it, but
Gotcha. Okay. Well, there you go.
yeah, there you go.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
12:44 in the AM. I now know a little bit more about skateboarding, and I love the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. Well, we got a
Ice cleaning. That's the
ice
same
cleaning
place
going
as
on.
earlier.
Yeah, the Illinois goaltender had a little issue with it there.
But
Yeah, the N60. I had a N64 growing up. I think I had Tony Hawk's Pro Skate. I played 1. I think I played 2. I think 3 came out, but then I kind of moved on in system-wise. But 1 and 2 were phenomenal, and the soundtracks were amazing.
one of the best soundtracks of all time. I was a skate kid. The EA skate games, very similar. Soundtracks that go from NWA to Slayer to punk rock. It was a beautiful time to be alive. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I think that was the only time where my parents couldn't tell me you couldn't listen to Rage Against the Machine because it was part of a video game.
Yes.
So it was kind of cool.
Lights out. Guerrilla Radio is now the Illini try and turn it up. They had the puck in their defensive zone. Dispossessed there by the Cougars. Played over. Centering pass. Oh, it's going to be pushed off. Bryce Simon is going to stick with it now. Plays it forward up along the far board. Stepped up and kept in there. As it'll get dumped right back in.
That looked like a checking drill in practice where you just kind of run up against the wall. I don't know that anybody really got hit by someone, but everyone hit the boards at the same time. There's a lot of loud noises.
And they do scare me. So as the Cougars try and get the puck up to the point, they'll do that with the aid of the Illini. Hold on now. Kyle Colbert can't corral it. Cougars exit the zone. Illini now with a chance. Crossing the line there. That's Wilson. Wilson with a backhanded shot attempt. Oh, if somebody was there, the Illini took the advantage to change. And if they had a man there, that was a surefire goal. But the rebound was not to be as the Illini dump it right back in. There's number 55, Deptula. Deptula plays it right back up over to Castle. Castle, there's a shot out of play. Shot covered up. Curry stops play with 13:30 to go in this third period.
Got a little bit of a pause here. I'd like to take a couple shout-outs to some Cougar alumni. Former captain John Wright and his wife Holly recently had a baby girl, Emma Elise, so congratulations to them. And then part of the Rockford connection, Alex Edwards, today I got to think is his 30th birthday. At least I hope so. But it is his birthday. I'm not sure the actual year. I'm pretty sure he's in 89, maybe in 90, so he might be 29. I don't know. I'll get a dirty text later for being way
wrong.
off. But it is his birthday today, so Alex, happy birthday, bud. Hopefully, I'm sure you're still up because you're way younger than us.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Well,
I'm a
way younger
spry
than me.
24.
Way younger than me. So enjoy it tonight, bud.
I'd like to also thank our sponsors, JJ Thermos. They do a ton for us here at SIUE Cougar Hockey. You can find us before and after the game over at JJ Thermos. Stop by, say hey, say what up to the players, and enjoy a great meal and a couple great brews. Fighting Illini with the puck in the neutral zone. They're going to play it up along the near boards. Poked forward by Deptula, but it's going to be kept in by Holabrook. It's under 13 minutes left to go here. Big Kohlerberg plays it up along the line, finds a man, shot wide of the shot by Castle. Here go the Cougars up and down into the neutral zone. Poked forward into the neutral zone by the Illini. Illini take the puck. They're going to cross the blue line. That'll be number 55, Alex Deptula. Deptula thinks better of it. Regroups back in the defensive zone. Plays it forward to Castle. Castle loses control of it. It'll be chased after by Kane Hinson in the offensive zone. Smacked forward by Joe Watson. Watson finds a centering pass in the slot area. It's going to get loose, and now a man goes down. No hands up. All clean as the Cougars play it in the defensive zone. They're going to play it up to their man in Watson in the neutral zone. Across the red line, across the blue line, over to Hinson. Hinson up along the near board. Shot! Save made by Trojanowski.
One thing you notice on those sharp angle shots is the goalie doesn't really come over to get his chest square to those shots. There is room to that side and force him to make a blocker save as opposed to maybe taking it in the chest and getting a stoppage.
Oh, sorry about that. Big shot there for Joe Watson. Is now stepping up. Shot by Hinton. I noticed the same thing. You notice that blocker comes over to the post, but the rest of the body doesn't.
Yeah, he's missing his angle by a little bit.
Shot.
Oh.
There's a great chance by Joe Watsy. Couldn't connect, though.
Yeah, didn't get all on it, and the muffin almost looked to get through the pads there because the goalie didn't get a stick on it. And those are always kind of tense moments when it's a shot, it's coming low, and you got your stick on, or your stick's on the ice. Somehow it doesn't hit it, and it's going to your pads like, oh, don't squeak through, and then you get up and it's not a goal, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Face-off won by the Cougars. They're going to play it over behind the net of Trojanowski. Pressure put on there by the U of I. This will get played up now over to Chris Wagner. Wagner with a shot from the point. Save made by Trojanowski, and the Cougars smell blood.
Yeah, they're getting a lot more shots to the net. Looks like their attack zone time's up a little bit, and this is the line you're going to want to have do it. 16, 20, and 22 out there. They definitely smell blood. Get it back to the point and get some traffic, create some havoc, and pop one in the back of the net here.
And so the Illini will dump the puck down the length of the ice. It'll get fielded by Chris Wagner. Wagner turns it around, gets it. Dispossessed centering pass is tipped there by the Illini, but it's going to go right to Cougar hands. Up across is Kyle Kohlberg. Kohlberg finds a man. And he goes down. No hands up. So, in the slot area, it goes wide. Stick goes flying off behind the play.
Looked like Wagner caught an edge there. It wasn't pretty.
Hold on. And now a shot rebounded, and it's going to wide. What's the whistle for here?
That's got to be off here. It looked like the Illinois defender tried to play it back to his goalie for the cover, and didn't really work out too well. Sometimes that can be a little bit more tumultuous than you want it to be. They can just get it out, the goalie can recover and move on, and defense can kind of get set. Kind of creates a little bit of havoc in front of the net when you don't really know what's going on.
Here we go. Cougars win the face-off. Diving pass there over to Bryce Simon. Simon has two Illini up against the board on him, and he's going to get another man to help him in, and Corey Sperry, 4 men up in the scrum here. One goes down. The other 3 stay up as the Illini kick it up to the blue line. Can't be fielded by Kane Henson. He's got a diving man just poking that stick away, and now the Cougars will dump it in, and the Illini dump it back into the neutral zone. Fielded by Kane Henson in the D zone now. Played over to Philip Kohlberg.
98 just did a barrel roll in the neutral zone. I'm sure Slippy somewhere is yapping.
He's skating a little gingerly over there. And now shot. Save made by Trojanowski. Looked like he was maybe limping off the ice there. I don't think it was serious, but he looked like he might have taken a nice little bang up there. And 55 he goes down there. Alex Deptula gets laid out along the blue line as now the Cougars backhanded pass up to the near point. They had a shot on by the Illini.
Well, they got Marshall. Oh.
Here we go up across the blue line. Still a tie game. Still 9 minutes to go here. The Cougars need one on the board, and so do the Illini. Cougars don't want to take this to shootout. They're 0-2 in the shootout this year, and every overtime has gone to shootout for the Cougars as they take it across the blue line. Cole Ebersol pokes it forward. Well, it was almost like an offensive line just stands there across the blue line for the Illini, just not gaining a yard on us as they're going to take it into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. That's Cutler. Cutler plays it forward now over to Meeker. Meeker has Ebersol immediately on him, and now another Cougar joins in the fray, played up along the near boards over to Paris.
The physical tone of this game has picked up tremendously in the last 5 minutes.
And a bad pass attempt there. Can't quite find Terrence Pirabat, and the Illini step across the line. 4 Cougars right around him. Stepping up across the blue line. That's Ebersol. Ebersol turns it around, finds a little space for himself, plays it over to Big T, Terrence Pirabat. Terrence plays it up to Wagner. Wagner stepping across the near point, and it'll get poked forward.
Nice play by Wagner.
Wagner breaks it up, though. Into a slot area, a high slot area, and broken out along the blue line. Go the Illini. And that dump pass hit his own man. It looks like there's something on the ice there.
Yeah, 16,
something off the helmet?
16 took a high stick from the Cougars. I think they're going to go to the box there. Has lifted his helmet up pretty good.
It is?
Yeah, it looks like Is that LaRose?
That'd be Drew LaRose.
LaRose going to the box.
So the Cougars 3 for 4 on the power play, or on the penalty kill tonight. 2 penalties by Philip Kohlerberg, noteworthy on that score sheet. 1 by Kyle Kohlerberg. It's the first non-Kohlerberg penalty here. Is a shot. It is going to get saved by Caleb Curry as the Cougars will drop it down the length of the ice. Goes Kyle, Phil, and now Drew LaRose.
You got to wonder if there's a brother bet and whoever loses has to do like an additional 25 flies or something. All they do is chest workouts with the Cullies, so it's
We had Austin Zerlini up here going, oh, that's so true. It's so true. Oh, hold on here. A short-handed chance for Joe Watson. Backhanded shot. Save made, but off the rebound now. He finds a little bit of space. Oh, and it's an incredible clear out of the slot area for the Illini. That's not the situation they want to be in there, but you got to clear it out, and they did just that.
That is the third time Joe Watson has come in from the goalie's blocker side, cut across to his glove, and tried to make a move. Keep it going and maybe have a little pressure as the goalie
Coach
loses
whistles
it.
off there. Coach whistles off there. Not sure what that one was for. Play call maybe? Who knows? Because that was clearly not icing. There's 50 seconds left on the Cougar penalty kill.
It looked like sounded like a stray bird. Maybe have created a nest in the silver lining in the ceiling here and started.
Hey, for all the guff that this place has received over the years, some of it not worth it. It's never had a bird to my knowledge.
No, not like Cahokia.
No, not like Cahokia for sure.
I had a bird defecate on my helmet during warm-ups once playing there. It's not fun.
Is the Illini kicking up over to the far point, fakes a shot now down along the far boards. The Illini trying to capitalize, trying to put a 1-goal difference between them and the Cougars here. Taking it up and down. There's only 10 seconds left. Can't afford to be lackadaisical here. Can the Fighting Illini up and down the near boards now. That's Camden Cutler playing it forward. He steps forward. There's another whistle, and they're back to even strength. That's what that whistle was. He got 1 of 3 figured out here as the Illini step behind the net. Tries up to the wing. Shot. Oh, and it's a save made by Curry. Puck goes straight up now. Back behind the net again. Curry may be slow to realize where that went as the puck rolls now along the far boards. Pressure put on by the Cougars. You got 5:39 left in the game as now the Cougars stepping across the blue line. Pass in. Is there going to be a dump in? Is they're going to step back? Cougars get a fresh set of legs out there. 5.5 remaining. Pressure put on along the near boards is in the Cougars' offensive zone, but the Illini are quick to dump it into their offensive zone. Finds a man over at Joe Watson. Watson plays it forward. It's going to be poked forward by Chris Wagner. Here we go, Illini in the neutral zone. Over the blue line, shot save made by Curry. It was a good shot, but nobody there to block the sight line. Nobody there to screen it, so a simple shot right in the breadbasket. Save for Curry there as now the Cougars step up across the blue line. Pass it forward, over to Perry. Perry makes a little space, shot. Scores! Stick handles in a phone booth and puts him up 5-4. And I just wrote down the 3-star slots. They're empty, but I'm going to write Perry right here in the first slot if this holds. My word, what a goal.
I'm going to have to change my pants after that one. That was pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. The play starts with the defender losing his balance at the Cougar blue line. The puck gets moved up, and it allows Perry to go one-on-one with the defender, which, as we know throughout the season, it's an automatic W for Perry.
There's nothing against that defender.
No.
Every defender in the league has
just
that
go
done.
for a change and maybe catch him off guard or something. And he just made him look silly. And I got to honestly think he fanned on the shot, which may have played to his advantage, and that fooled the Illini netminder right there.
So Christian Perry puts the Cougars up 5-4. 4:30 left to go in the third period here. The Cougars look to maybe grab an insurance goal here. The game is still tense. Still 4.5 to go here. As the Cougars play it behind their own net, behind the net of Curry. And the Illini have shown that they can find the net here again. Hold on. Up along the far boards. Centering pass shot. Oh, I thought that might have gone in, but Curry covers it up. I thought that went in and out.
Yeah, it's a good save by Curry there to stay low and hold his ground on the low coverage there. He got his hindquarters down, got both his pads flush along the ice, and had his paddle down. There was hopefully, I'm glad it didn't go through. It looked like he had everything down low, blocked off, and was able to keep the puck in front of him and near him because they were crashing the net pretty hard there. Good for him to get the whistle, especially through the massive bodies right there.
Quite a bit of yelling going on here in the meantime. Seems to have gotten solved here. Like I was saying, the Illini have shown that they can find the net as well tonight, and they're sure to be dangerous in these closing 4 minutes of this tilt. Puck rolls behind the net of Curry. Pressure put on by the Cougars. Plays up now. Over to Trevor Daly. Daly pokes it forward into the neutral zone. There's Lucas Tucker across the blue line. He pulls up, now halfway into the zone. Tries to find a man, but there's a couple of Illini all over him there, and the puck will get fired right back out. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, that's what, number 7 tonight?
Actually, I think it might be 4, if I'm counting right. That's still we might have seen 4 all year last year.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's incredible.
The small things you notice when you watch this sport in and out, like the things that just don't even matter.
And normally, like the nets are pretty strategically placed because that's where a lot of the plays are going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Shots toward the net, goalies deflecting it up and out, and stuff like that. And normally along the sides, you don't really see a whole lot of pucks going out of play. But yeah, almost seen more toward the sides than behind the net.
Then behind the net, exactly. As the Cougars play the puck in the defensive zone. I've never seen the need for this place to have a net in front of the crowd. I'm starting to see a need for it now all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm going to throw my my bucket on just to stay safe over here.
Illini poke it into the neutral zone up across the red line. They got 3 men up over the blue line now. Turning around is Nick Bartucci. Bartucci loses control of it. Going the other way is Watson. Watson's shots poked wide by the goalie Trojanowski. Trojanowski left by 5 on 30 shots. As now going to get played up and down the near boards by the Cougars. Trying to make that game a 2-goal game with just under 30 to go here. Now a shot wide will roll up over and it'll get fielded by Tucker. Tucker is going to play it over to to Wagner. Wagner takes a shot, save made by Trojanowski.
Not a lot of traffic in front of Trojanowski there. Good glove save. Good rip there by Wagner with a snapshot. Unfortunately, they couldn't get more bodies in front to obstruct his vision. But good pressure there by the Cougars. A lot of cycling, a lot of good puck control.
You always worry about that when you go up 1 in a tight game like that, is the mentality of letting off the gas. It's something that troubled the Blues for years.
Yeah, it's the prevent defense prevents you from winning games right now. You want to. The key to this is just having possession.
Hold on. Interception here across the blue line. I thought he was going to take it. And it'll get dumped back. Anyway, you were saying prevent defense.
Breakaway.
Oh, hold on. Breakaway going the other way. My bad. Alec Marshall with a chance. Shot. Save made. We heard cheering, but I think it was that was a save.
Yeah, that's a good stop. Marshall's got to finish, go up top, go upstairs there. He didn't really get the goalie to move, so he's still committed to that side of the net. You're going to want to go up top there, glove side.
Anyway, back to prevent defenses, though. We don't see that out of the Cougars right now. I feel like they still have that. They still have that edge that we've seen the whole third period from them.
Yeah, that beginning of the physical play really lent toward how the Cougars need to play, and I think they've asserted their what we thought would be their dominance in this game, and it's been the last 3 goals have been Cougar goals.
Well, a couple bodies go into the wall, and a man's going to go to the box here. Corey Sperry to the box for roughing.
I thought we were going to see an interference on the defender against Marshall, but it looks like, Sperry going to the box here in a crucial time. 1:48 left in the third period.
Lucas Trojanowski is pumped.
We can mic up their coach, but you can just hear him from here.
Yeah, you can hear him from here. He's telling Trojanowski, get ready to get pulled, basically. That's an impressive voice, honestly. That voice carries quite a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely yelling under the pen as opposed to over the pen.
So a minute and a half to go here. Cougars had the puck in their defensive zone. They're going to play it into the neutral zone, trying for a home run pass over to Joe Watson, but it's not to be. It still kills a bit of time, though. It's a minute and 28 now. Backhanded pass now to the center ice, and is going to get pushed off the puck. Good play there by Ivan Bogdanov. Bogdanov up around the net. He's looking for a man to set up. He finds a man in the far point. Shot, save made by Curry.
Good stop by Curry. Saw that one all the way. He took it to the breadbasket and covered up. He had men surrounding him, and now Illinois is going to add another one with the goaltender now on the bench.
And so we have a 6-on-4 here. Is that a timeout? Looks like there's been a timeout called on the Illinois bench.
And let's listen to what their coach has to say.
Something tells me he's going to be a little more quiet this time.
Yeah, probably.
But no doubt, drawing up a play. I mean, this is a
Bodies in
winnable
front.
game. Bodies in front.
When you're-
Set up a shot. Make sure you get it to your man. You have plenty of time here.
When you're 7'35", your voice is going to carry a little bit. And then you can just hear everything they're saying.
Hey, listen, he goes.
Between Taylor, Nick, and Zelms over there, we might have one guy over 6 foot tall, and their head coach dwarfs
I was just saying, you might be
everyone on our bench.
might be able to stack Nick Taylor and Selms on top of each other. He's about as tall as the other guy.
Yeah.
You think Austin? You think Big Z? You think he's tall? You think you're as tall as him?
6'6". He might be 6'6".
Yeah. Look at Austin Zerlini on the bench here, going, Psh, guy's only 6'6".
What a jackwagon. I got this guy.
Come on.
6'6". Okay.
Don't you have to? Isn't that a medical condition if you're only 6'6"? He says. Face off won by the Illini. They're going to kick it D to D. They're going to play it up along the near boards, up and down the near boards over the Illini, but not before pressure's put on. That's going to be dug out by Valentino Wilson. Wilson with a centering pass. That's going to find a man now. That's Eric Sturmpick. Sturmpick finds a man. Shot off a stick wide, and now 50 seconds remaining. Illinois ruthless here on the final push of the game. Steps up, shot save made by Curry. Loose puck, it's poked in! It's a tie game, 5-5. And Illinois does exactly what they drew up.
Yeah, it looked like Curry thought that he had the puck maybe sitting on his pad, but it looked to trickle right behind him, and that extra attacker standing on the back door popped it in for the Illini, and now we got a tie game. It's 42 seconds left.
Tied up, and the Cougars don't want this to go to overtime. 0-2 in overtime, both of those going to shootouts. I don't think, I mark my words, Curry has not seen overtime yet this year. Both of those overtime shootouts were Justin Nosser. Yep. Face off won by the Cougars. Cougars look to come into the zone with speed. They got Christian Perry out there. He's going to be deadly at any point here. Finds a little bit of space. Shot save made by Trojanowski. And now the puck will get rifled over along the far boards. Up, chases after it is Kane Hinson. He's going to grab the puck, turn around. 20 seconds left to go. Time for one last push for the Cougars. Into the neutral zone goes Hinson. He's got a defender or two all over him. Kick back out to Chris Wagner. Wagner over to Perry. Perry pokes it in with 8 seconds left to go. Dumped back out by the University of Illinois. Up across the blue line. Up along the boards. Pushed off by Chris Wagner as time hits double zeros. And as if 107 wasn't late enough, we're going even later here with SIUE Cougar Hockey.
Screw it. Let's just get to 2, huh?
Yeah, let's get to 2.
Let's get to 115.
Yeah, let's end this, boys.
Yeah. It's what we talked about. The undisciplined penalties that's what's gonna prevent the Cougars from getting 2 points.
Yeah.
Sperry's penalty wasn't around the puck. There's a Cullabrick penalty that wasn't around the puck. They've gotten 3 power play goals tonight, and that's how they're gonna garner a lot of their chances. And that's again, it's the same thing all the time. And the definition of insanity is behaving the same way and expecting a different result. And the boys have been in the box way too much over the course of the season, and now we're seeing
perhaps closer games than they should be because they just are leaving a trail going to their own box.
So at the end of the game, 41 shots on goal for the University of Illinois, 33 on goal for the SIUE Cougars. SIUE is out there on the ice. The Illinois Fighting Illini are having to be prompted to come out. Caleb Curry, not been in an overtime situation so far, has to be told, hey, you got to swap the net. You got to swap nets.
I think he might have to give an assist on the last goal of the Illini coach. I think his booming voice got that puck to get through Curry's pads and allow the...
You know, I took physics for a few years, so I can't say without a doubt that his voice made some sound waves that vibrated the ice that pushed the puck forward. It was worth about an extra mile an hour.
Well, I mean, we've all seen the final scene in Caddyshack. You just need a C4 explosion, get
Right.
that bowler roll in the hole.
As the faceoff is won by the University of Illinois. They're going to dump the puck into the Cougars zone. It'll get played up along the near board. Steps finds a little bit of room is Strimpack. Strimpack plays it up to the point. Shot. Oh, and it'll roll around there in the slot area. Cougars don't want that kind of chance to go on here. It's 4-on-4. They're going to dump it into the offensive zone. Chasing after it is Chris Wagner. Wagner plays it over into the near boards. Finds it, man, and Christian Perry, who finds a little bit of space. Shot. Goal! He was already a first star, and now there's no doubt. Christian Perry, 6-5 Cougars, and they're going to win it.
He had an incredibly pretty goal, and that's a goal that their goaltender is going to want to give back. Not even talking to his teammates and going straight off to the bench. Guy coming out of the corner. Goalie goes to the RVH, and he doesn't readjust. Perry changes the angle, comes out a little bit from the goal line, and he tucks it right inside the post for the Cougar victory. 6-5. 2 goals for Perry tonight.
I'm updating my score sheet here. Hold on.
In the downtime, I'd like to wish my daughter a very happy first birthday to Olivia Taylor. We had a celebration. She's obviously not up, but
I'll say if she's watching this, go to bed.
yeah. She had a rough day today. She's her and the family just a little stomach bug going around. But happy birthday to Olivia. We'll be home soon.
While we're doing acknowledgments, I'd like to say congratulations to 2 of my closest friends, Jody and Eric. You guys, wish you guys a wonderful life together. They got engaged today, probably about 2 hours before the game. So
nice.
Congratulations to you two. You guys are a wonderful couple and wonderful people. So let's talk about our 3 stars here. All right, I put Christian Perry in the first. I'm not even going to ask you. It doesn't matter.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, it goes without saying. Let's look at the other 2, though. I see Watson on the score sheet twice. I like Joe Watson's play tonight. How do you feel about a 3rd or a 2nd star for that?
I'm good with him. I mean, when he carried the puck, he was dominant. He really didn't have to go too far outside his game. He took the puck wide, took it to the net, and he created opportunities for everybody else. So he kept it simple. And in a game where players try to overcomplicate things and maybe turn the puck over, Watson was sure-handed and created opportunities. So yeah, 2nd star. I'm good with the 2nd star. I'm good with 3rd star as well. But
I'm putting him on the 2nd star. I think that was a 1st star performance if Christian Perry didn't put up a goal of the year candidate and an overtime winner to 2 separate places. I think other than that, Joe Watson put up a great performance. Kyle Kohlerberg is on the score sheet twice as well. I feel like he earned himself a 3rd star tonight.
for sure, he jumped up in the play and notched a goal on the Watson attack coming from the goalie's right to left. And then, as usual, another solid game out of Coley. I think he took a trip to the box, but 2 points on the night, and you know what to expect out of him at this point in his career. He's always going to give you a solid game. He doesn't really give you a whole lot of unforced errors, and he gives you a solid game every night.
Well, that's going to wrap it up. We'll be on air tomorrow at a much more reasonable time. I promise you that. I'm Luke.
I'm Casey.
And we will see you guys tomorrow night.